स्थापकं सदा विमुक्तिसाधकं कलाधरावतं सतं विलासिलोकरक्षकम्।
Good morning students. I would like to welcome you all to the Basareddy Education Society. In the last classes we had studied about parts of speech, kinds of sentences, kinds of nouns and subject and predicate, simple subject, compound subject, and even we had solved the worksheets relevant to the topic. So let's move for our next topic. Just we will move to types of pronouns. What do you mean by pronoun then? What is the meaning of pronoun? So, as I had told you earlier, pronoun is a word which is used instead of noun. So, just we will learn about types of pronouns. Before going to that, let's learn the definition of pronoun. The definition of pronoun. Pronoun is a part of speech which functions as replacement for a noun phrase or noun clause. As I told you, pronoun is a word which is used instead of noun. Means it acts as noun only the name of a person, place or thing will be there. Instead of that, we are using a word like he, she, it, we, they. These all are called as pronouns. So now we can define pronoun is a part of speech. It is also a part of speech which functions as a replacement for a noun. We are replacing noun, phrase or noun clause. So example for pronouns: I, it, he, she, mine, his, hers, we, they. So instead of that noun, we are using these words. These are called as pronouns. Okay. So let's move for the types of pronouns then. What are the types of pronouns? What are the kinds of pronouns? So see here, first I would like to tell you the nouns of the types of pronouns. Okay. So the types of pronouns are, just we will move to the types of pronouns. So first one is personal pronoun. So the first type of pronoun is personal pronoun, emphatic pronoun, reflexive pronoun, demonstrative pronoun, then distributive pronoun, relative pronoun, then exclamatory pronoun, possessive pronoun, then interrogative pronoun, and one more is indefinite pronoun. So pronouns are distributed into 10 types. The 10 types of pronouns are personal pronoun, emphatic pronoun, reflexive pronoun, demonstrative pronoun, distributive pronoun, relative pronoun, exclamatory pronoun, possessive pronoun, then interrogative pronoun and indefinite pronoun. These are all the types of pronouns. Now we will move to study each pronoun. Okay, so means we will study about personal pronoun. What do you mean by personal pronoun? Okay, then what do you mean by emphatic pronoun? So that all things we will learn now. Okay, so let's move for personal pronoun. What do you mean by personal pronoun then? What is the meaning of personal pronoun? What is the meaning of personal pronoun? So personal pronoun means, what do you mean by personal pronoun? So see here, as I told you earlier, it defines as a pronoun that refers to a particular person or a group of a thing. Personal pronoun can be defined as it is a pronoun which is used particular person, place or thing. for which particularly we are using, that is called as particular person. Particular person, particular place, particular thing. For this we are using, this is called as personal pronoun. So it is defined as a pronoun that refers to a particular person or a group. So here are some personal pronouns they have given you. Some of the personal pronouns are I, me, mine, we, us, etc. So personal pronouns means it should tell us about a person, particular person. Particular person means, for example, as we are telling now, Ashoka was a great king. So about which Ashoka we are talking? We are talking about a particular Ashoka who was a brave king in those days. So Ashoka was a brave king. Okay, so India is famous for its tradition and culture. We are particularly here speaking about a particular place, that is India. So when we are speaking about a particular person, particular place, particular thing, that is called as personal pronoun. Okay, so let's move for our next pronoun, that is, so next one is, after personal pronoun, the next one is emphatic pronoun. What do you mean by emphatic pronoun then? In personal pronoun, again we have subtypes, but now after completion of all this only, we will move for that one. So now we will move to emphatic pronoun. What do you mean by emphatic pronoun then? What is the meaning of emphatic pronoun? So emphatic pronouns, it is defined as a pronoun that emphasizes a preceding noun or another pronoun. So see here, emphatic pronoun means it should emphasize about which we are talking. For example, emphasize means about which it is talking. For example, if we are talking about a she picked up her studies herself. Okay, so herself, himself, itself, themselves. So it is emphasizing itself. That emphatic words are called as emphatic pronoun. It is defined as a pronoun that emphasizes a preceding noun or another pronoun. Preceding noun, what preceding noun will be there? That word it is emphasizing. The emphasizing word is called as emphatic pronoun. She herself cooked the food. She herself cooked the food means here the pronoun is she, but here we are using she. She is pronoun. Herself, this herself is telling about the noun or pronoun, means this about this pronoun, this word is talking. We can call herself as emphatic pronoun. Okay, then they themselves completed the work. Here also again they is pronoun, but about this they, this themselves is telling us. So this themselves is emphatic pronoun. So emphatic pronoun is a word which emphasizes the preceding pronoun. So now let's move for our next one, that is reflexive pronoun. What do you mean by reflexive pronoun then? So just we have finished personal pronoun. Personal pronoun is a word which is talking about particular person, place or thing, and the next one is emphatic pronoun. Emphatic pronoun defined as a pronoun that emphasizes the before, from which it is preceded about that word, about that pronoun it is telling us. For example, himself, herself, itself, themselves. So such words are called as emphatic pronoun. And next one, reflexive pronoun. Okay, what do you mean by reflexive pronoun then? What is the meaning of reflexive pronoun? So reflexive pronoun, what do you mean by reflexive pronoun? So it is defined as a pronoun that is used as an object to refer to a previously named noun or pronoun in a sentence. For example, as I told you, reflective pronouns also, it reflects the noun or pronoun which we have used previously. So which we have used previously, that word is reflecting by reflexive pronoun. Again we can say here reflective pronoun. So here example, I can serve myself. So here I is pronoun. Whereas myself, this is telling us again about I only. So such words which are reflecting the noun or pronoun we have used in the previous, that is called as reflexive pronoun. So they can help themselves. Here also they can help themselves means the word here also it is means they is pronoun here. About this they, here this themselves, this word is telling about themselves. So this is called as reflexive pronoun. So it is defined as a pronoun that is used as an object to refer a previously named noun or pronoun in a sentence. So already in the previously, if we have used a noun or pronoun, if the word is telling about that, it is called as reflective pronoun or reflexive pronoun. So let's move for our next one, that is demonstrative pronoun. So what do you mean by demonstrative pronoun then? Demonstrative pronouns means it is defined as a pronoun that points to a particular noun or to the noun it replaces. Okay, so already if we had used a pronoun in the word, that pronoun is replaced with one more word. That one more word is called as demonstrative pronoun. Got it? See here, when we will go for the example, we will come to know. So here they have given some of the examples. So demonstrative pronoun is defined as it is defined as a pronoun that points to a particular noun or to the noun it replaces. So already we had used a pronoun here, she, this already we had used. But this word, she gifted me that pen. So again one more pronoun we are using here. If we are using the same, means more than one pronoun here, so the next pronoun which follows the first pronoun means that should be relevant to the sentence, that is called as demonstrative. It demonstrates here. So she gifted me that book, means this book is relevant to that girl, so that is called as demonstrative pronoun. And these are my pets. So demonstrative means almost that, this, these, those, such pronouns are called as demonstrative pronouns. That demonstrates. So like this, got it? That, this, it may be this, and these, those, these are called as demonstrative pronouns, which is means pronoun that points to a particular noun or the noun that replaces. So instead of here noun, here instead of using one more noun, we had used here the word that. So such words which are replacing the other nouns are called as demonstrative nouns. Okay, so I think we will move to the next one, that is distributive pronoun. The next type of pronoun, that is distributive pronoun. What do you mean by distributive pronoun then? What is the meaning of distributive pronoun? So see here, it is defined as a pronoun that refers to the members of a group individually rather than collectively. So when we are considering a group here, so see here what they are telling, it is defined as a pronoun that refers to the members of a group individually rather than collectively. See here, for example, when we have a more and more choices, when we have a choices more and more, whether neither you will go for this, neither or nor we are using, either or we are using. So such words, neither of you answer is correct. You may bring any of your friends to the party. So here particularly we are not telling about any of the nouns. Here somebody, anybody, neither, nor, either, or means where we are not taking a particular name. Here neither of you answer is correct. So neither of means in all group, if all the students are giving answer, in that nobody has given a correct answer, so the teacher or the lecturer is telling neither of your answer is correct. So neither of, in that whole group, neither of yours. So like the same, you may bring any of your friends to the party. Here it is not indicating a particular person, it is not indicating a particular thing. So in commonly in a group we are choosing some of them is called as distributive pronoun. Next pronoun. Okay, I think we have completed demonstrative pronoun and distributive pronoun. So let's move for our next pronoun, next type of pronoun, that is indefinite pronoun. What do you mean by indefinite pronoun? It is defined as a pronoun that refers to an unspecified person or a thing. Here we are not taking any definite person, definite place or definite thing. Indefinite, as the name itself indicating, indefinite. Here definity is not there, so such it is defined as a pronoun that refers to an unspecified person. We are not specifically taking any person here. We are not taking any specific thing. We are not. So such pronouns are called as indefinite pronouns. So all were treated well. So here all were, we are not taking any particular name, any particular place, but we are considering all. So like that when we are considering all, so they such words means which we are calling as such words, all were treated well. So here we are not taking any particular person, any particular place, any specifically we are not taking here anything. We are indefinitely taking all. All means it is considered to all the students, all people, everybody. Such words are called as the indefinite pronouns. Then someone should take him home. Someone. We are here also, we are not indicating any particular person. Someone. That may be he, that may be she, whatever it may be. When we are talking about the person, means not indicated specifically, such pronouns are called as indefinite pronouns. Indefinite pronouns means which tells us about the indefinite person. So as indefinite pronouns means, as already I had told you, here we are not taking any person specifically here. Specifically we are not indicating any person or anything. It is such words, somebody, all, anybody. So such words, so all words are called as indefinite pronouns. So everyone should sing the national anthem. Everyone. We are not pointing out this boy, this girl, this person. Here we are considering all that one, everyone. So there we can call this one as indefinite pronouns. So let's move for our next one, relative pronoun. What do you mean by relative pronoun then? What is the meaning of relative pronoun? So it is defined as a pronoun that introduces a relative clause and has a reference to a preceding noun. Okay, as already we have used a noun here. So if one more word is relevant to that before using noun, that is called as relative. Means it should relevant to the before used noun. Whatever the noun or pronoun we are using before, if that pronoun is relevant to that, is called as relative pronoun. So relative pronoun can be defined as a pronoun that introduces a relative clause and has reference to a preceding noun. That is called as relative pronoun. See here, I like Seema, who also likes me. I like Seema, who also likes me. Means here the relation is I and who. Already we have used here the word I. So that who, one more time we are using who, that word is relevant to I. So here I like Seema, who also likes me. In this already we had used a pronoun I here. Okay, so one more pronoun we had used, this I and you. These both are relevant to each other. Such pronouns, if we are already using a pronoun and one more pronoun who is telling us about the previous pronoun, such words are called as, such pronouns are called as relative pronouns. So this is the place that Tukaram would like to visit. So we are speaking the same noun. We are speaking about the same pronoun. Already we had used here, this is the place. Already we had used here, this is the place we had used. So that this word is again relevant to, again this word is relevant to this only. So such pronouns are called as relative pronoun. So let's move for our next part. So next pronouns, the type of, that is interrogative pronoun, as the name itself is indicating. Interrogative means asking questions. While we were studying about the kinds of sentences, we used interrogative sentence. So it is defined as a pronoun that introduces a question words like who, whom, whose, which, what are used to. Already interrogative words we know, that is who, what, when. So all the words which are used for asking questions are called as interrogative. So such words, who are you, where is the Nainital, so what do you do, how do you do, where are you going, which book do you like most. Such words which are interrogating means which are asking questions. The question words like WH question is there, yes or no question is there, that we will study in our next class. But here all who, whom, what, when means interrogative words, everything, all the interrogative words are called as interrogative pronouns. If a sentence is having the words like who, where, whom, such words are called as interrogative pronouns. Okay, let's move for the exclamatory pronouns. As I think guys you already understood, exclamatory pronouns means already we had studied in the kinds of noun, kinds of sentences. Exclamatory sentences means which is used to express the sudden or strong feelings. Okay, so in this also it is defined as a pronoun used to express surprise, disbelief, or to exclaim on an issue. Okay, when you are expressing sudden feelings, strong feelings, so such words are called as exclamatory pronouns. So see here, what, will I have to wait for another hour? Already you have waited so many from a long time, but again your friend will call you and tell you to wait for 2 hours, then you will very shockingly will tell what? The expression, how you are expressing, what? Will I have to wait for another hour? So this expression is called as exclamatory pronoun. Then what a lovely home. Okay, so exclamatory means as the word itself indicating, when you are expressing sudden or strong feelings, such words are called as exclamatory pronouns. Okay, which is having exclamation is called as exclamatory. Okay, so example, the example as I told you, what a lovely home. Wow, India won the match. Hurrah, she got first rank in the exam. Such are called as exclamatory pronouns. Let's move our last one. This is possessive pronoun. That is possessive pronoun. Okay, what do you mean by possessive pronoun then? It is defined as a pronoun that can take the place of noun phrase to show ownership. The words like mine. Okay, so possessive pronouns means possess, means which indicating ourselves. We are having very much possessiveness about our family members. Such the word itself is indicating. Possessive means which tells us about ourselves. It may be my, theirs, means it tells us the ownership. So such ownership words are called as possessive pronoun. So they are my, hers, theirs, its. So the words which indicate the ownership or possessiveness is called as possessive pronoun. Let's see the example. That dress is mine. So here the word mine is telling us about the possessive pronoun. Okay, so as I told you, possessive pronouns means which tells us about the possession, which tells us about the ownership. So such words are called as possessive pronouns. So example for possessive pronouns is, see here, that dress is mine. This mine is possessive pronoun. Then the food served at his restaurant is tasty. His. Here the word his and the mine, these words are telling us the ownership. Okay, I think guys you all understood with the types of pronouns. Pronouns as we have 10 types of pronouns are there. Already we had discussed about all. About we will move in our next class about the worksheets relevant to these pronouns, these types of pronouns. Okay.